I just needed some excuses for myself for the past couple of days, because you know what's in the supermarket shelves again? Gingerbread! Chocolate gingerbread! So, I'm Margarita, a cognitive biologist, an evolutionary anthropologist, and also a chocolate addict. Well, I wouldn't say addict, that's too strong a word, but that's what every addict would say, right? So here I decided to gather up 3 reasons why eating chocolate is absolutely the right call, and one not so positive at the end, which I hope should limit my constant consumption. Disclaimer: as with everything, it is important to consider the amounts of anything you are eating, drinking, breathing in, or whatever. This means that even though chocolate may seem like the serum of life after this video, it is actually not healthy at all if you consume big amounts of it or the wrong kind. But without further ado, here come a few facts on chocolate that will make you take a regular bite. Actually, with further ado, I have an announcement for my subscribers at the end of this video, so stick around for that. But now, without further ado. Number 1. Several groups of scientists are suggesting chocolate and cocoa as an additional nutritional kind of treatment, or as an alternative one for people who cannot get the traditional cancer treatment because of other medical issues. Cocoa seems to be challenging cancer cells according to those studies. There are compounds in there with distinct properties which may be beneficial against oxidative stress and chronic inflammation, which are risk factors for cancer and other chronic diseases. Now, these studies don't show a decrease in deaths because of chocolate consumption, that would be crazy, but rather that certain inflammatory markers are changed in favorable ways. Inflammatory markers are markers found in our blood, for example, which when elevated are an indicator for some illness going on. This can be a simple infection or up to cancer. So chocolate does not cure cancer, it just possibly contains some compounds that will have a positive effect on your health by possibly affecting your inflammatory markers. Number 2. Consuming cocoa leads to a decrease in heart attacks. Yes, if I stopped eating chocolate, I would be risking a heart attack. Well, probably because I would actually freak out by learning I have to stop, but fine. Researchers showed that eating 4 grams of cocoa every day decreased the risk of having a heart attack by approximately 50%. This is caused by the flavonoid in cocoa, which seem to have a positive impact on the cells of the endothelium. This is a layer of cells on the inside of our blood vessels, and as everything, with age they slowly lose their agility, and flavonoids in cocoa keeps them up and functional for a longer period of time. This is in general applying to all conditions you can have caused by atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is a fancy word to describe the buildup of fats, cholesterol, and other substances in your arteries and on your artery walls, which can restrict blood flow, and these buildups can then burst and trigger a blood clot, which can lead to death. It's usually considered to be a heart problem, a heart attack as we said, but it can affect arteries anywhere in your body. So by eating chocolate, you are decreasing your chances of having angina or even heart attack, and even a stroke, which could basically be described as a brain attack. Number 3. Chocolate can act as an aphrodisiac. Aphrodisiac is a substance that will elevate your sexual desire or pleasure. This means that if you eat chocolate, sex is better and you want more. It has been reported to release phenylethylamines and serotonin into the human system, leading to some aphrodisiac and mood-lifting effects. Okay, so now to the bad news. Even though this has turned out to be a hymn of praise for chocolate, I need to remind you, I actually need to remind myself, that for this video I picked specifically studies that are showing positive aspects of chocolate, and also it is just the positives of chocolate kinds I would never eat because they they're not as sugary and sweet as I need them to be. All these papers, all these scientists very clearly state, to my despair, that their studies are talking about as high cocoa percentage as possible and as little sugar as possible. Because the flavonoid-rich cocoa is the good one, and the sugar is having a bad effect on humans in the quantities it is consumed, which counterbalances any good effect cocoa might have. So flavonoids seem to be the key magical ingredient and the one that is making chocolate to be the elixir of life. But like, have you eaten 70 or 90 or 99% chocolate? It's disgusting. It's not sweet, it's not tasty, it's not anything. It just tastes like bitter dirt. But since today is November the 20th, and as such is the day that I will make my New Year's resolution. What? Well, either way, I am now promising to buy 70 or up chocolate the next time I go into a grocery store, okay? I will. Being in a lockdown and being supposed to not wander around for no reason is working for me once again. Saving me from a few more days from eating dirt-flavored healthy chocolate. I really will do that though, and you can do that with me. Let's all buy healthy chocolate and save our arteries from clumping, decrease our chances of getting a heart attack and cancer, and getting a little bit of our libido back. If you are not subscribed to this channel yet, but you like sciencey content like that video here, then absolutely do, because I post new videos every Friday and I pick a different fun topic every week to keep learning myself and teaching you about all the cool stuff scientists have already done around human behavior, cognition, psyche, and health. You can also request video topics or give me feedback on an existing one by commenting below. I love feedback. So let's keep in touch. If you are already subscribed, then thank you so much for your support. I cannot even express how much every single one of you means to me. And this announcement I was talking about is basically for you. I will start uploading shorts on YouTube. This is a big opportunity for small YouTubers like myself to get noticed in a wider audience, since it's the start of it and they are being distributed randomly to a ton of people. And that way you can give a sneak peek to potential future subscribers. But what does this mean for you? Well, for you this will mean that I will keep uploading my normal however long video on Fridays as planned and promised, and additionally I will post on Monday a short. Shorts are, well, short videos of 60 seconds or less, and I will actually make a few of my old videos into shorts as well, but I promise I will try to keep the content fresh in the long run. This means that you will get a further notification from this channel on Mondays, and I will be very happy if you take those tiny bits out as well, but they will not impact what's going on here between us. Okay, everyone who has watched my video on how to have more sex in your relationship absolutely knows I'm crappy at winking, so let it go. Love you guys, see you next week.